So, Brittany, when is the podcast gonna be live? Because the people are ready.
I know it ain't episode 2. What's up, everybody? Tap in. It's Triple T Thursday. Welcome to the second episode of the Triple T Podcast with none other than your only hostess with the mostest that gives you the real and holds everybody accountable, Miss Teflon. Happy New Year, y'all. I hope that y'all had a safe New Year at home because you know Omarion is doing more than just the touch. Shit getting crazy out here. All right, so before we even go into this second episode, happy New Year once again. I'm so glad that everybody has made it to 2022. Whoever you left behind, leave it as a past start, okay? Don't bring that shit into the new year, all right? You already done did it. Facebook don't need to know about it. Don't let it come across my front page. Anyway, first, you make sure that you're following the podcast page at the Triple T Podcast, and that is with 2 E's, not one. Keep up with your girl, my personal blog on Instagram at the Teflon Diva. And if you are into yoga, meditation, or you need to get a lot of that into your life because it's a new year, new you, make sure you follow me at SoulFlowYo. All right, so before we get into every episode, you already know you should have a beverage of whatever your choice may be. Last week, I did have some champagne. This week, I decided to go a little harder with it. Let me pull this my way. And shout out to this little glass I got. It was from $1.25 Tree, because you know shit ain't $1 no more. But we are going to go ahead and go with the lovely Crown Apple. They are also not sponsoring this episode, so I will not be showing their label. What's up, baby? We could talk about endorsement deals. Take me out to dinner. All right. That should be enough for this episode. So get your beverage out. Whether it's water, that's fine too. A nice wine. Whatever your choice is. Cheers. Let's get into it. All right. So the name of this episode, as you can see, has 2 titles. Quiet Disrespect, 17 Days. And I know you're probably wondering, what in the heck does Quiet Disrespect have something to do with 17 days? 17 days got Quiet Disrespect. We're about to break it all down. So the origin of this episode actually comes from 2 TikTok videos that I personally found on my feed, and I had to make it a topic. If you're not already following the page at the Triple T Podcast, make sure you do that because I always have something I call Triple T Topics. So these 2 TikToks were actually Triple T topics from 2 separate occasions, and I had to bring it to an episode so I could really dig deep into it. It was definitely episode worthy. So make sure that you are ready to dig into this episode. First, we are going to go into Quiet Disrespect. I'm going to go ahead and play the audio, and this is from TikTok. Listen up.
So something that I just gained an example of is the concept of quiet disrespect. I always knew disrespect wasn't loud and abrasive. I know that it has the ability to also be quiet and calculated, but this took the cake. So as you all know, I'm in a relationship, and me and my boyfriend went out a few months ago. I'm not even going to say a few months because it was probably in the summertime. But anyway, we went out with a group of his friends. Again, I'm not from his area. While we're out, there are a lot of different people coming up to him, speaking to him, of course. But there's this one woman that comes up, and although I'm standing directly in front of him, like you can't.
Okay, so pause. You can't even see her facial expression. But when she said it was just this one girl, you cannot tell me that you was not already shook by this woman's presence. Question that I got for sis is why? Let's move forward.
Get to him unless you go through me. She reaches over my head and says, "Blank, could you help me with my wristband?" My boyfriend says, "Oh, sure."
This is the problem with social media. Is she telling this story for more TikTok views and likes and for people to just say, oh, what happened next? Because if you a homegirl just like me, you don't need to watch the rest of the TikTok to understand what should have happened. With my man, and my man is 6'3", I wish, and I'm 5'1", so I wish somebody my height and above would try to go over me and ask my man to do a task for them and act like I'm not sitting here. Keep in mind, this TikTok is 3 minutes. There should not be a 3-minute story unless we're detailing how you handled that. So, let's go.
Blah, blah, blah. To which she looks down and says, hi. I'm charging into the game because she do not know who I am. Fast forward to about a month after that incident. My boyfriend went to a concert in New York and he went to an after party. And this woman, again, comes up to him and says to him, blank, do you have a girlfriend? To which he replies,
How did we allow this whole situation to happen again? Did you have a conversation with your man the first time she subtly disrespected you? And as we go through this TikTok, you are going to understand why she titled this Quiet Disrespect. But you will soon find out why that title should be remixed. Go on.
I have a girlfriend. And she doesn't just say, oh, never mind. In fact, she says, oh, because one of my friends was interested in you. Okay, dipshit, he don't care. So fast forward to a few weeks ago. We meet again. This time, we've arrived at an event and we're both saying our hellos to everyone. I am familiar with a few people now. My boyfriend and I sit down and he gets up to go make me a drink. Where this woman is kind of located near. She gets to talking to my boyfriend, but this time she's talking about me. So she gets to interrogating him.
Because you too nice. It shouldn't have gotten to the point where now this woman feels 100% comfortable like, I could do whatever. This hoe ain't gonna do shit. I could basically throw myself at this man and he's gonna catch it because he's trying to play the whole innocent game. Because you can't tell me he don't know what the fuck is going on right now. That's why I'm saying if she was a homegirl like me and you at home, it would not be a third occurrence. So that is the most mind-boggling thing that I'm trying to process as I sit my crown royal. Should we continue and go on? All right, here we go.
I'm like, what's her ethnicity? Where is she from? Is that your girlfriend? Her first question, though, was, is that your girlfriend? And he said, yeah, that's my girl. And she said, oh, I can tell by how you care for her. He hadn't done anything.
Exactly. I shouldn't even cut her off.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So what are you talking about? So now they're having a conversation.
See, that's your fault once again. So now she all up in your kingdom, all up in your territory. Just think about it if it's as lions and cheetahs in the jungle and shit. So she's already in your territory and she feels comfortable doing so. Because the first time, you ain't do shit. Second time, you still didn't really do shit. Now the third time, you catch wind that she has been asking questions about you. The only reason why she's going through that process is because she's about to take your man. And it's nothing you could do about it at that point. Because you know what? If that was your man for real, again, there would not be so many encounters with this same chick. If he's real about the relationship, he has no problem claiming you, claiming the commitment that y'all have. He has no problem defending anybody that is trying to threaten what you have. And because this man has failed to do that time and time and time again, I don't care. I know y'all like to say men are simple. Men don't like drama. It's not about that. It's about respect. It's about respect. Let's go to the kicker.
And after she's done questioning him about me, but now she says to him, okay, so where's all this money at? It be the quiet ones of money because my boyfriend is chill, laid back. You don't see him often, but when you do,
I mean, you should just see her facial expression.
So
she's just speaking so highly of this guy. I would not be telling this story smiling. If anything, where's the label that says clown, joke, a mark? How could you allow this situation to continue? I can't.
I can't hear their conversation. I can just visually see them because we're in close proximity to one another. Time goes on. I'm sitting with another one of my boyfriend's friends, and we're just sitting there chatting, kikiing. That's when this girl walks over. She walks over, and again, I guess she's kind of tall, not really Amazonic, but she's pretty tall, but we're sitting low. So now she's looking down at me again like she was when we were at the club. I look up while these two are conversing to see if she would disregard me again, and not to my surprise, she did just that.
What do you
She wouldn't
expect?
even peer her eyes to me. She did not want to include me in the conversation.
Don't nobody
but she was just
respect
asking all about me, but you couldn't even say hello. That is quiet disrespect, and so now you'll be treated accordingly.
Okay, and that's the end of the video. Quiet disrespect. I say no. I say that the disrespect was very loud. Very loud. It might have been silent to you. It might be white noise to other people. But if you are really in tune with yourself, if you're in tune with your partner, and really if you're really just have a good grasp of the world, in tune with that, there's nothing to read between the lines about that. The first time that chick would have did that, I would have checked Chef. Straight up. It would not have been a second and third occurrence. And I don't care anything about the common friend group. Because if I'm your woman and I'm telling you that this has happened and it's making me feel a certain way and you don't do anything about it, if you can't put yourself in my shoes, because it's quick for a guy to say what he ain't finna do. Okay, so let me go ahead and flip the roles and say that this was a dude trying to get at me and doing these things in front of me, in front of you. Now you want to go to the car. Right. So I did ask a few questions on my podcast page at theetripletpodcast. The following 3 questions to that TikTok I proposed were, number 1, how do you handle someone disrespecting your relationship? Number 2, in this scenario, is the girl being disrespectful? And lastly, in this scenario, is the boyfriend being oblivious? So before we go ahead and tap into what my followers have said, I'm going to go ahead and answer those 3 questions myself. I can tell by the commentary you already know what I'm about to say, but question number 1, how do you handle someone disrespecting your relationship? So, no matter what, I am going to consult my partner first. I am not one of those women that's like, oh, well, I'm going to go to the chick and I'm going to check her. If my man got anything to do with anything in that situation, I'm hollering at him first and foremost, and I don't care what the situation is. And I feel like if a lot of people actually took heed to that, it would be a lot less fights on World Star. That's neither here nor there. Question 2. In this scenario, is the girl being disrespectful? 100%. And like I said, not quietly. This girl likes disrespect, or like I said, she just is not in tune with things like that. I don't know if this is her first relationship, but things like that are not normal. I am starting to question if this guy is really into this woman, because I know Chef don't play about me, and I'm not here to boast, but Chef don't play about me, and he's very protecting of me. And if he sees anybody disrespecting me, it's an issue. If you have a guy that's just too laid back and easy going and doesn't care who tries to throw themselves at you, that's a problem. I can tell you it's a problem. That's how my damn ex was. It didn't matter who was trying to approach me. It was okay with him. But yet, if any woman tried to throw themselves at him, it was a problem that I went into protection mode. Why wouldn't I? Ain't we together? And lastly, in this scenario, is the boyfriend being oblivious? When I think of the word oblivious, sometimes I think that people are oblivious and they don't intend to be. In this situation, it could be very much so that he was just trying to be player. I mean, there are some dudes out there that are like that. They know they got something good at home. They don't really know how to say no to outside cat. Outside fans. They don't know how to handle it. It's just too much pressure. Bullshit. If you know what you got at home, you don't have to entertain anything else outside of your home. What's the old saying that they say? Oh, when men know, they know. So if they know, why you still out here pussy telling in the streets? Those are my responses. Let's go into what our followers have to say. So, Miss Educated QT, what's up, girl? That's my Sarah. So, first question, she said, if it's someone I know, I address and vice versa for my man. Okay. To question 2, in regards to if the girl is being disrespectful, she said yes. That bitch, her words, is disrespectful and obviously wants her man. And when it comes to question 3, if the boyfriend was being oblivious, she said, based on her perspective, he does come off oblivious. The first encounter, sis gets a pass. No, she don't. The second encounter, he should have cut her at the knees. Yes, I have a girlfriend. You met her at the club. But that third encounter, after question number 2, he should have responded, why are you interrogating me about my relationship? I don't owe you an explanation. Now that I do agree with. I agree that should have happened in encounter 1. Like I said, it shouldn't have gotten past that. But that's just me. Let's go ahead and go into our next viewer. The LaShow Show. What's up, girl? To question number 1, she says, that's his quote-unquote friend. Therefore, he should handle it. If I say something, it won't go well. Okay. Question 2, the girl is being hella disrespectful, which I agree with. And number 3, if the guy was being oblivious, she says, I don't know how he didn't peep her energy, especially after this party. He told her all this information, though, so my assumption is he knew something was off. I think he needs to check it and distance himself because clearly the girl is mad disrespectful and not a genuine friend. Friend, you know, I am a woman. Okay, but I do realize that there are a lot of women that are not like me and you. There are a lot of women that we are going to talk about on this show that are of the latter, okay, and might be below that. And it sounds like this girl was never had intentions on being this guy's friend and only his friend. What you talking about money for? All of a sudden now you want to know if you have a girlfriend, knowing damn well this man got a girlfriend, but clearly you're putting it on the line because you're ready to risk it all. And sad for this TikToker, I don't know her name. I'm pretty sure they are not together at this point. Queen Tiffy, 88, what's up, girl? Tapped in and said that woman was beyond disrespectful. Point blank, period. Smiley Lover 3X, what's up? She says, I'm all about 3 strikes. You're out, but ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. She was getting this many times to be goofy. I understand that. Queen Jazzy Faith, what's up, girl? That's actually fun fact. Queen Jazzy Faith, a.k.a. Jasmine, is my cousin, and that is the voice that you hear on the intro because she definitely held me accountable with starting this podcast. So I love you, cuz. Jasmine taps in and says, I'm sorry, but I think I would have had to check her the second time because disrespect me, you will not do, period. And dude was oblivious to what was going on because that was his 3rd time. See, there's a reason why I kept highlighting how many encounters. It should not have been that much. But anyway, she says the 3rd time saying he has a girlfriend. What she said? 30 never looks good on anyone. 30 or dirty? 30? What you meant by that? Thirsty? Thirsty. Thirsty. Thirsty never looks good on anyone. We gonna go with thirsty. Speaking of. Sip up if you haven't already. All right. And closing out. Shout out to my homeboy, Willie Bub. He went into detail with his answers to the 3 questions to this TikTok. Number 1. First question. Demonstration with no explanation. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. She should have jumped on her ass. And if that's her man, he better help jump her as well. If not, red flag. Red flag. That person isn't considering dating you seriously yet or in the near future. That I do agree with. Period. He don't like you. Ain't no way he like you. A man that like you ain't gonna play about you. A man that like you, he gonna make sure that everybody know in the street, this me. And if you step to her, you stepping to me. And ladies, don't say, oh, they don't make men like that anymore. I don't know where these men at. Because you keep picking the wrong damn men. But we'll talk about that later. You ain't off the hook. To question number 2. Willie says, in this scenario, seems like she's Amazonian. I'm not going to lie. That's the first time I've heard that as an adjective to describe someone. Have you've heard? It's just interested, whatever. It can't just be me. Or is it the crown? I did okay on the SATs. Don't judge me. Anyway, in this scenario, she seems like she's Amazonian, quote, interested to fuck the man. So, yes, very disrespectful to the young lady, quote, but also helpful to the young man. She's keeping the girlfriend on her toes by acknowledging the man. Plus, the lady doesn't owe her anything. Nothing is fair in love and war. Well, I'll be damned. Who would think that same cheetah in that jungle, knowing she ain't got no damn business in that territory because it's claimed, who would have thought that she was on a mission to tell the other leopards and cheetahs and shit, listen, I'm here to let sis know, stay on your toes. Can you fucking imagine? Question 3. He says he knows what's going on, but like most men, we don't care, quote, about the next free vagina, end quote. And focused on their girl, quote, the vagina we are giving time to, non-sexual attention and resources to, end quote. Hopefully she, quote, the girlfriend, uses this as motivation to make her change her last name. Ain't no reason to keep fighting over a boyfriend, my girl. Now that I understand. I don't care if it's dipped in gold. It could have VVS's encrusted. There is nothing in this world that is going to make me fight for that. I am not fighting a man. I'm not fighting a woman. I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. But, you know, if I do go back to my jungle example, you know what I'm saying? In that case, she got to fight. She got to fight. And I feel like when it comes to the TikToker, I'm not saying she should have mopped her ass during the first encounter. But like I said, she not like you and me. So, and with that being said, I can tell you they're not together now. They're definitely not together now. Quiet disrespect, my ass. All right, let's go ahead and transition into our next topic, entitled 17 Days. And I know you are probably wondering, how does this even tie in? How does this make sense? All right, remember, first TikTok is called Quiet Disrespect. We say it's the other way around. And now we are going to listen to another TikToker talk about how these set of 17 days were for her. Get ready.
17 days. So I was talking to this dude for 17 days. I met him on a Sunday, and 17 days consecutively, I let him spend the night with me every day, and I liked him.
Did y'all hear what she just... Y'all want me to... I'll run it back. That's fine.
So I was talking to this dude for 17 days. I met him on a Sunday, and 17 days consecutively, I let him spend the night with me every day.
Why?
And I liked him. But on day 7...
What did we talk about last episode? We talked about self-worth, right? I'm going to go ahead and throw in self-disrespect esteem here. Keep this close as we listen to the rest of this video.
17, I realized that this was not for me.
Of course it wasn't.
And in those 17 days of him staying at my house, he took he took 2 showers.
Should I also run that back? Because I can run this video back as many times as possible. But it's still not going to register in my mind. And I know you're at home like, huh? What? What am I hearing? It's not altered. This is what she said on TikTok, on a platform.
Did you hear me?
She has pride in saying that she liked the dude so much. Baby, what to say about you? You liked the dude so much that you allowed him into your home for 17 days. You don't know this man from Adam. That's what I'm saying. I don't care if it's dipped in gold and crusted with VVS's. There is nothing in this world that would make that okay. Like, you're not even dating this person at this point. And then at this point, you're saying that he only took 2 showers and he in your shit, he in your house for 17 days, and you've only witnessed him shower twice. Okay.
In those 17 days, he only took showers. I don't know if the dude was allergic to water. I don't know if he's allergic to all of the soaps that I had.
I don't know. As a nurse, I don't know if anybody is allergic to water. You can die from ingesting too much water, or of course if the water is contaminated. But I didn't learn that in school, that anybody is allergic to water. So there should be no way in hell that you have a grown ass man in your house. You like him. He been in your shit for 17 days, and you think that you just got the prize. You just think that you that chick, huh? So you the sick and shut in. And he can't even take adequate baths. And you on a platform telling us that. Y'all have to help it make sense for me.
I don't know. But I even went out and bought him like a Dove me in the care set and put it, like, fixed it up really cute. And he would not bathe. I would ask him to brush his teeth. He wouldn't do it. On day 17 when I realized this ain't it.
Why did it take you 17 days? Why did it take you 17 days? You don't think after that first night that, he was playing shelter with you, you ain't realized that he ain't wash his ass then? And you allowed him still in your space, in your bed, in your sheets? And y'all was probably doing the twisted tango? And he don't even shower after that? You gonna need more than monostat. That's fact, sis.
What happens when you are lonely and desperate and you don't love yourself? You wouldn't talk to anybody.
Did you hear it? So I didn't even have to say it. Lonely, desperate. You have no respect for yourself or for your body. Hygiene. Why do we forget that? Cleanliness is next to what? Oh, okay.
Girls,
Let's finish this
trust
up.
me, I'm learning self-love. That was not self-love, baby. He burned the hair out of my...
And I'm glad that she knew. I'm glad that she actually reflected on that time of her life and realized that she wasn't living right. She wasn't doing right for herself. Girl, why you out here trying to play the sick and shut in for these grown ass men anyway? They doing that for you? When you need your rent paid, who do you call? Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and go into the reactions. Somebody tapped in and said, LOL, 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 LOL. She said, lonely and desperate, LOL. Well, time to get what the men want to take a bath. Well then. All right. Somebody else tapped in. Miss Martine said, oh, hell no. 17 days home. Day 2, we would have been arguing like, why haven't you washed your ass yet? Are you shy? We can go to the store and get what you like. See, that's doing too much damn talking. I'm not keeping tabs on grown-ass people bathing. Ew. I guess smelling good is not a requirement for a lot of folks, because on day 2, you smelling musty. I'm mad for her. Evidently, she wasn't too mad. Mooney typed in and said, dog is dirty as hell. Yes, he is. Charisma tapped in and said, she stated the problem at the end. She was desperate as fuck. The fact that the whole situation even played out the way that it did is crazy. They both need their ass beat, because ain't no way a nigga I just met finna be laying up in my house and he don't wash his grown ass. Nah. Dude is used to living like that. You will be surprised how people live. You know that saying. I'm sure your parents and your grandparents done said it before. You don't know anybody until you live with them. And I can attest that is very, very true. Certainly Tay tapped in and said, I have so many questions. We need a part 2. I don't think we do. I think that TikTok alone has reinforced that she definitely made an unquestionable choice in her life. Let's leave it at part 1. Track Baby 7 tapped in and said, day 3 max. Day 3? Day 3 max, you not getting into this, messing up my pH balance, baby. I told you she need more than monostat anyway. That pH, pew. At least she woke up from it, I guess. She did. Educated Beauty tapped in again and said, number 1. Oh, she broke this down in numbers. Number 1, 17 days. Number 2, 17 days. Number 3, this nigga made it to day 2 without washing his ass. Sis, I know you don't have some homeless stranger in your house for more than 2 days. Washing your sheets because he ain't bathing? Bitch, what kind of dick was he laying down? I don't know. And I'm out the game. I'm happy with mine, but that ain't it. I say just go ahead and go to Hustlers. Go to whatever store that may be best for you, Pleasure Emporium if you're local in Miami, and just go ahead and get that silicone thing and just make it do what it do, because you should not ever reach a level in your life where you feel like this is acceptable and this is the only way that a man can love you, care for you, respect you if you disrespect yourself. That's really the main takeaway. Love Faith 26 tapped in and said, I'm just glad she acknowledged that she was not loving herself. Me too. That's the biggest takeaway. Cheers to that. Clank, clank. Self-love, self-worth, self-esteem. All right. Queen Jazzy Faith tapped back in and said, but how? You know how. She just said it. How? How did it last 17 days? Were y'all having sex? Was he working? I have so many questions. Those are actually valid questions. It seemed like both of them are not working. Maybe they have that ability to just not work in this season. Okay, that's fine. And more than likely, she was giving up that ass. Absolutely. Please refer to episode 1 if you don't know what I'm talking about with that. All right. T ain't stressing, just tapped in. She put in a whole bunch of laughing emojis. Exactly. It can be seen as laughable, and I hope that sis is laughing about it in some kind of fashion. Mika Tamika tapped in and said, wait, just 2? And why is she letting him stay over so soon? You just met him. Exactly. And with those 2 showers, did he use soap and a washcloth? Did he change clothes? See, these are actually valid questions too. So he been with you for 17 days. How much clothes did he bring with him? Or was you out there at the Walmart getting him some clothes and drawers and t-shirts and socks too? So not only were you playing sick and shut in, girl, you was sugar mama. Because how y'all ate? Going outside. Tay Nails, shout out to Tay Nails. Ding ding. She tapped in and said, yikes. Yikes is for sure. Tammy Jr. tapped in and said, girl, what the hell? First, he would not be staying with me. Second, on day 2, without a bath, I'm asking questions. All right. Queen Tiffy tapped back in and said, nope, 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 nope. Hell no. And I attested that too. Akira tapped in, Torque 7, and said, oh, hell no. We done the first day you go without a shower. And I agree with that. 17 days. It don't take 17 days to realize that this person is nasty. It don't take 17 ultimately to realize you wasn't loving yourself. You was not respecting yourself. You didn't give a damn about yourself, girl. But you know that. And now the rest of us know it too. I ain't here to judge. We all have made some questionable decisions in life. I will say that I applaud her for being brave and being on a platform such as TikTok that is very, very big and viral to tell her story. Thank you, girl, because I definitely needed to talk about that. All right, guys, and we have reached the end of episode 2 of the Triple T podcast. I hope that you had as much fun as I have had recording this episode and going through all of these videos, my personal tea, my personal reactions, and of course incorporating your reactions from at the Triple T podcast. Make sure you are following at this point if you are not already. Remember, my email inbox and my DMs are always open if you want to actually submit a topic that you want me to cover on the show. If you would like my advice or you want to see what other people think of your topic, make sure you submit that at theetripletpodcast@gmail.com. If you're following me on Instagram already, all you have to do is press the email button. If you want to send me a DM, a clip that you see on Instagram, Facebook, anything like that, feel free to just drop that in my inbox. It's always open, except when it's not open. Happy New Year, guys. I can't wait to see you guys next week for episode 3. We just getting busy. Let's get it. Tap in. Peace.